Politics is a game of numbers, both perceived and real numbers. And that's why during campaign periods, politicians the world over always try to create the perception that they have the numbers. And that's why sometimes after the elections, when results are announced, you normally get shocked that someone who used to attract huge numbers actually failed to get the numbers. Typical example is Miguna and Peter Kenneth. They used to attract huge crowds, but when the rubber hit the road, they never got the numbers. The Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, yesterday attended Musalia Mudavadi's earthquake event. And William Ruto and both William Ruto and Musalia Mudavadi announced to the country that they are likely to work together. As a matter of fact, we expect the formation of a new alliance. And that move by Musalia Mudavadi and William Samoei Ruto, in my view, is significant. It's going to affect or impact on politics in this country. But one person who must be very careful is none other than Raila Odinga. What are his options? Because remember, number one, for one to be declared the president of the Republic of Kenya, he must get 50% plus one vote. That's the first requirement. By Musalia Mudavadi leaving Raila Odinga because he was with Raila Odinga in 2017, it means even if he doesn't really enjoy the support, then he will go with his supporters. Even if there are 200,000, even if there's 1 million, he will go with them. Those will add to William Ruto's voting bloc. So Raila Odinga must be very careful. The second thing is the 25% in half of the constituencies. Jubilee government, for example, could not get that in Kakamega, in Vihiga. They could not get it in Busia. I think in Bungoma they got it. So which means if Musalia Mudavadi and Ruto were to team together, there's a likelihood of William Ruto getting that requirement in those three constituencies, which will work in his favor. But what are the options available for Raila Odinga? Because politics is a game of perception. From today, a perception is going to be created that indeed William Samoei Ruto, together with Musalia Mudavadi, can actually lock the larger Western Kenya. What are Raila Odinga's options? In my view, and I want to be very brief, and by the way, before we do all those, if you're watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, the channel cannot be where it is. Now, let us get back to the main issue, and I want to try to be very brief. What are the options available to Raila Odinga? What are the options available for Raila Odinga? The first option, if you ask me, is that Raila Odinga must move very fast and negotiate with One Kenya Alliance movement. He must seek for the support of President Uhuru Kenyatta to negotiate with One Kenya Alliance movement before it's late. After what happened yesterday to One Kenya Alliance leadership at Bomas, I can tell you for free, they'll welcome that move. As a matter of fact, One Kenya Alliance movement now has Kalonzo Musyoka, Gideon Moi, and to some extent Cyrus Jirongo, because I didn't see Jirongo at the Bomas of Kenya. So Raila Odinga must move very fast and negotiate with them. The challenge we will have is the role Kalonzo Musyoka is going to play in the new formation. Will Kalonzo Musyoka agree to join One Kenya Alliance leadership without being offered the running mate? And if that were to happen, what about the Mount Kenya region? Because what Ruto will do, if ODM will not give Mount Kenya region running mate, he will give it to Mudavadi. And then with the hope that Western Kenya or the Luhya nation are going to vote for him, then in his own capacity as William Ruto, he also believes that he has his supporters in the larger Mount Kenya region who will vote for him regardless of the person he's going to choose as his running mate. So Raila Odinga must move with speed and convince Kalonzo Musyoka to join him. Must convince Gideon Moi to join him, because politics is a game of perception. That's number one. Number two, I also tend to think that Raila Odinga must work very hard now to raise his figures in the larger Mount Kenya region. The truth of the matter is that Raila Odinga has nothing to lose in the larger Mount Kenya region, so which gives him the opportunity to experiment with any other strategy. For Ruto, he needed the support almost 80% or 85% of the larger Mount Kenya region. But William Ruto is very sure that that might not be possible. So he's focusing on former NASA strongholds, the Luhya Nation and the coastal region. I don't know who next will join him from the coastal region, but the truth of the matter is that Raila Odinga must work very hard to win the support in the larger Mount Kenya region. Today he's in Murang'a County, and yes, they have organized a huge meeting of opinion leaders there. I think over 1,000 people will be converging at a place just to endorse his bid. But the truth of the matter, those people must work hard and deliver the votes, because without delivering the votes, politics is a game of perception. So that's the second thing. He must work hard in the larger Mount Kenya region. Number three, and this is something which I think the Deputy President overlooked. I had initially opined that William Ruto was supposed to be joined by Justin Muturi, Martha Karua, and Mwangi Kiunjuri. These guys did not attend yesterday's event. Sorry, I opined that Justin Muturi, Martha Karua, Mwangi Kiunjuri were actually supposed to join ANC party during their NDC. But they pulled out at last minute when they realized that the Deputy President was going to be there and as the chief guest. Which means this group probably are not ready to work with William Ruto as at now. Or if they are ready to work with William Ruto, then their position in that arrangement is not yet very clear. And because there's that chance, then Raila Odinga can move with speed and probably work with President Uhuru Kenyatta and convince these people to join the Azimio group. They have already lost William Kabogo. Because Kabogo was actually speculated to be one guy who was capable of joining Azimio and delivering votes in Kiambu. But that's now not going to be possible. Number four, the fourth thing Raila Odinga must do, his fourth option in my view, is to consolidate his supported base in the Luhya Nation. Mudavadi is out. And the good thing is that Raila Odinga was not taken by surprise by the move. Raila Odinga had started laying an elaborate strategy of winning Western Kenya without Musalia Mudavadi in the picture. And that's why the Bukungu tour was formed, was organized. The other fact is that if you look at the history of the last elections, you just take the 3 or the 4 last elections, in 2002, Raila Odinga camp defeated defeated Musalia Mudavadi. In 2007, Mudavadi was Raila Odinga's running mate. They swept. 2013, Musalia Mudavadi was a presidential candidate. Raila Odinga defeated him. In fact, if you look at the voting pattern in that region, if you go to Vihiga County, for example, today the governor for Vihiga is actually an ODM guy. The headquarters of Vihiga County, in real sense, should be Luanda. But if you look at the member of parliament in that constituency, is Raila Odinga. So which means Raila Odinga has support. You go to Kakamega, which is very interesting. The last election, ODM missed their nominations, and ANC party managed to win, especially after those who are very popular in ODM shifted their allegiance to ANC. But Raila Odinga can go to Kakamega and compete and consolidate it fully. What is helping him now is that majority of members of parliament are now allied to him. So that's advantage to him. So he need to move very fast. You go to Busia, which is his stronghold. Of course, I know they will not compete with him there. But Bungoma is another challenge for Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga must now start activating his ODM structures in that particular county of Bungoma. Because Bungoma, Raila Odinga won mostly because of the support he got from Moses Masika Wetangula. And with Masika Wetangula now supporting Ruto, it's going to be a challenge for Raila Odinga. So it means Raila Odinga will rely on the support of ODM supporters and those who are never happy with Moses Wetangula. And lastly, I also tend to think that Raila Odinga must now seek for President Uhuru Kenyatta's endorsement, public endorsement. Uhuru Kenyatta must now start appearing with Raila Odinga, because the fact that he's delaying is what is causing all this. Like today, I've seen Jaguar defecting back to UDA. I can understand that Jaguar left UDA because William Ruto was with Wanjiru, and Wanjiru, Bishop Wanjiru wanted the son to be the member of parliament. So Jaguar left. But the truth of the matter is that Margaret Wanjiru is also not very happy with the latest development where William Ruto is seen more with the Sakaja as his preferred candidate for Nairobi. So Wanjiru is now out, and probably that's why the deputy president has brought back on board Jaguar. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. And for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, the channel cannot be where it is. Politics is taking shape. What advice would you give to Kalonzo Musyoka and Gideon Moi after what they witnessed at the Bomas of Kenya? Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.